Hello and welcome to the Brave Northerners, a new Let's Play series that I'm going to be doing on Pro Evolution Soccer 2017. But it says up there that it's 2020. It is Pro Evolution Soccer 2017, but it is with the 2020 mod roster. Yes, everything has been put to its to what it is now in 2020. Well, it's not 2020 yet, but for example, normally Pro Evolution Soccer does not have all the teams. We have everyone, and just to make sure that everything is put up properly, let me just check. For example, Chelsea against Man City. So Chelsea they have Giroud, they have Pulisic. They, however, do not have Eden Hazard. Over Man City, though, they still have Lukaku. Okay, so some things might not be as perfect as they are, but you know what? I'll take it. Everything is so very well put together that it is just... It's bad if we don't actually play with this mod just because of a couple of nitpicks. Everything will change so quickly. Like, for example, look at that. Do they have the new Paris Saint-Germain kit? Oh, it's just all white. Oh, there it is. They have it. Oh, they have the new kit. That is incredible. And they have all the new kits for every club. Even smaller leagues, like the league that I'm going to be playing is the Portuguese league. We are going to be playing in the Portuguese league, and you'll never guess the club that we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing as Chaves. Well, I debated between choosing this club and any other, but this club has a big meaning to me. This is the city that basically is the city that every time I went in on holidays, I always went there. I had family there, had passed now. Everyone's away, unfortunately. But we're going to be playing as them. I feel like it is the club that represents me the most. I absolutely love that club. They had a great spell, and they went from the third league to the second league, and the second league immediately to the first league in 40-something, no, not 40-something, in 20-something years, I believe. It has been quite good. They have now been relegated to the second league, unfortunately. But, you know, let's try and make this club as it was before. And Porto have Nakajima. That's very good to see. They have all of their kits, which is quite impressive. Even small things like, for example, having the shorts and the socks be white in case there are some clubs that have very similar ones. That is just incredible. And I do love the second kit for Sporting Lisbon. They have the lion there on the grey on the black. That's just incredible looking. And yeah, other than that, the major national teams, like for example England, and let's see, there's France. They have their things. Oh, they still not been updated. Unfortunate. But you know, France should have... Oh, that's just bizarre. France should have 2 stars above the national symbol. And let's see, for example, where's Germany? Have I passed it? I have passed it. Germany, there it is. Portugal and Germany. Yeah, Germany have the 4 stars. That is incredible looking. That's really nice looking. And Portugal have, yeah, the bizarre one as well. Some teams have the bizarre looking kits, some don't. It's just the way it is. But well, you've seen that everything is proper. So we will be playing in the Master League as Chaves because I want to play as that club. Difficulty, I will change it In the beginning, it will be professional. For the first season, it will be on professional difficulty. Then will be top player, and then superstar, and then I'll keep it at superstar for the rest of the seasons. Our objectives are simple: win our domestic league, win our domestic cup, and try and qualify for the Euro League and Champions League, and go on to win them if possible. If not, well, whatever. We're not going to be playing, we're not going to have classic players because I feel like I don't really want them. And of course, I'm going to be a Portuguese coach. Alright, so I'm just gonna do the coach, change a couple of things because that is not how I want to look. And I'll see you in 2 seconds. And here we are. This is the appearance that my coach will have. He will be called James the Rose, obvious reasons. Or I could just change it to James All Saints. I mean, it's my proper name. So, yeah, James Earl Saints. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, James the Rose it is. I did not know that there was a limit. So yeah, this is gonna be us. I believe I can change it whenever I want, but I believe this is how I want my coach to look, and I don't want to change anything else. And of course, we're gonna use the Master League original lineup. This, I don't feel like this is gonna be, yeah. We're gonna use the Master League original lineup, and the club, I already said what the club is going to be. It's going to be Chaves. And that is all the selections that we need to do. Now we're gonna have the press conference saying, oh, you're the new coach of Chaves. And we will get straight to, there we go, look at us, looking fancy. We are the newest coach, and we will bring this club back from the ashes. It says it's 2016, but don't worry guys, it is the 2020 mod, don't you guys worry. So yeah, we are now, congratulations on getting the job of manager of, see that says CD, but it's actually GD Chaves. It's okay, never mind. It's okay, I'm the club secretary here, yeah, whatever. Okay, so how am I going to do, okay, thank you, how am I going to do the, okay, where was it? I'm only going to play about a game each month. Oh, we're going to play both of these games, I guess. Okay, I was going to say I'm going to play just one game each month, but I'm always going to play the first game ever. And apparently it's, I forgot to mention this, I changed some things about the club that I'm managing. I put Sporting, Porto and Benfica as our rivals. So, for example, this is the first game. I'm going to play this game. Then we're going to play the game against Porto because it is the first game of the month. And we're not going to play this one. And we're going to play this is for the cup. This one we're not going to play, and so on and so forth. That is it on how we're going to do. As for the club, we have a couple of players that are good, like for example Arcas over here, he's quite good, but we're gonna have to change some things around, so I'll do that and I'll get right back to you. Okay, I have done everything that I want. This is the lineup that we're going to be using. It's a 4-1-2-3 or a 4-3-3, it is basically the same thing. We basically want to have the possession game, short passes, and we want to maintain formation. Basically we want to do the tiki-taka because that's the only thing that I ever use, and that's the only thing that I will ever want to use. It's just basically the best one for me. And as for negotiations, the 5 players that I want to bring to the club are these ones: Stewart, Rodrigues, Maisonial, Serrano and Valente. Some of these 2 are from France, 2 are from Portugal, and 1 is from Greek. All of them very young and still developing. 1 is a left winger, but I want to make him a center forward, and their values are quite good, relatively speaking. So it is now time to get on ahead and complete some of the deals. I also forgot to mention that okay, so this one and this one I put them off for the transfer negotiations, and everyone below Yankov is up for sale. I don't care, I put them on the transfer window, and I really don't care where they go. I just want the money that they take away from me from the salary, the salary, and I wanna invest in other players other than these. I have no reason to keep these guys around. They're never gonna be of use to me. So I want to sell them all, hopefully, and yeah, that is about it. Okay, some of them have contacted me. Actually, all of them have contacted me. Maisonial and Rodriguez are quite expensive on the salary department. Also forgot to mention that all these players are free agents, so that's why there is no transfer fee. I already accepted the bids for Valente, Serrano and Stewart. On the 5th of August, they will come to my club. I wish that I could change the contract with Stewart, but 2 years, 361,700 as an annual salary. It is quite okay. The salary budget is quite tiny, and I still want to sign these two at the end of the transfer window. But we got 3 new players, 1 new attacker, and we desperately needed better defenders, and now I've got them. So that is something at least. Okay, we have gotten a couple of things. We have sold some of our players finally, and we have managed to secure Maisonial for ourselves. On the 12th of August, he will come to our club. Today is... I keep forgetting. Today is what, the 11th? So tomorrow he will be at our club, and hopefully we sell some players during these days so we can get the other center forwards into our squad before we play against Sporting. Rodrigues, we would like that. Can we actually adjust some of the terms? Yeah, I don't really feel like doing that. The terms are already quite good. He's quite a good player. To receive that, it is quite a bargain actually. And here we are on the very first game of the Portuguese League. It is Chaves against Sporting Lisbon. And this should be quite an interesting game because as I stated in the beginning of the series, I've placed Sporting, Porto and Benfica as the rivals to Chaves. So this is technically the very first game of the league is a rival game, and that is why they have all this pomp and circumstance regarding the game. This is quite spectacular, and the stadium is already full to the brim, and I can see a couple of good players that Sporting are fielding. They are not messing around. They want to win. I don't know what my chances are. I put the difficulty on professional, as I stated in the beginning of the series. It will be professional for the first season, top player for the second season, and I don't remember the superstar? I don't remember what was the name of the ultimate difficulty for Pro Evolution Soccer. But yeah, this is our lineup. We are just missing one of the players. We're having to play Coutinho instead of the other player that we wanted to bring, but we have a couple, I mean quite a lot of new signings that are debuting. Basically, this entire team is debuting, and they have brought quite a lot of people. They brought Rafinha, they brought Bruno Fernandes, Bastos is no longer on Sporting. They got Borja. That's a lot of good players. Yeah, but the one to look out for is Bruno Fernandes. We need to be wary of him because anytime he actually touches the ball, he might score. And yes, I forgot to mention, I am playing as coach mode, so I am not controlling directly the players. I just told them, yeah, do the tiki-taka, and that should get us underway. The game is now beginning. Sporting have the possession of the ball. They send a through ball over to Rafinha. Rafinha tries to cross it, and it is a corner for Sporting right at the beginning of the game. This could be quite a predicament for Chaves. Acuna is ready to set it up. But our new goalkeeper that I completely forgot the name. Let me just check it because I actually took a photo. Mysonial grabbed it quite firmly. Jorza now has the ball, sends it over to Coutinho. Coutinho loses it over to Varane. Giorza again over to Coutinho. Coutinho loses it again, but he manages to get it back, and that was an awful cross. Sporting keeps the ball in with Acuna. What will Acuna do? He sends it over to Borja. They don't have the players like William Carvalho or anything. I remember them have. I know that they have them, at least in the 2020 mod. Battaglia now has the ball. He tried to cross it, but it is a corner. But they are not playing all of the best players that Sporting can actually field. That is quite interesting. And it was a corner, quite an awful header. I don't know who that was, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was not the best. Also, forgot to mention why I'm doing this in coach mode, because I don't really need to do much. I can just commentate, and I actually prefer to commentate the football games rather than play. If you remember me from FIFA 14, I was actually quite atrocious. I don't know how I won so many games, but I mean, it's the faulty AI. FIFA 14, not the best. Pro Evolution Soccer 2017, quite bad. That should have been a foul. I don't know how that wasn't. But now Arcus, our captain, sends it over to Coutinho. Coutinho over to Varane. Varane sends it back. Back now Coutinho again, and he has been taken out. Bastos now has the ball to Battaglia. And this is quite a fast-paced game. Bastos now has the ball. He can shoot, and he does, and that is a goal for Sporting Lisbon. Oh, that was an incredible goal, actually. Yeah, there was nothing that our goalkeeper could do. Mysonial, he's okay, but not the best. Yeah, unfortunate, but Chaves is now losing at home 1-0 against Sporting. That was a screamer of a goal. That was quite incredible. That was quite something to behold as well. Bastos, if he's not the best goal scorer Sporting has had, then he is way up there. I remember that he is way up there, probably the second or third best. Varane loses the ball. Bastos has it again. Has been taken from him. Battaglia now has the ball, sends it over to Borja. Borja to Battaglia again. Bastos has the ball. Bruno Fernandes, Rafinha, and the ball is back in possession of Chaves. Castelldin. Is that how you say his name? Castelldin. Castelldin has the ball, sends it over to Serrano, and the ball has been lost. That is a foul for Chaves? Nearly wasn't. I mean, it's okay, but it is a foul. Vasily sends it over, and it has been removed from danger. Giorza sends a through ball that goes to the safe hands of Viviano. Okay, Coutinho now has the ball again, but he is not on his days today. Coutinho now has the ball, sends it over to Georgia, and back in the safe hands of Viviano once more. 2 minutes of added time. Sporting is losing. Sporting is winning 1-0 against Chaves on their home turf. Okay, the ball has been removed from danger, and it is now halftime. Quite an okay performance from Chaves, considering that we are posed to lose. But you know, we have the most amount of possession, but we have yet to do a shot against their goal. It's been all Sporting in regards to shots on target and shots in general. There haven't been many, but the few that there were, they were all Sportings. The ball is all out of bounds, over to Chaves. Serrano sends it over to Stewart. Stewart now has the ball, can send it over to Arcus over on the right side, but he doesn't. He decides to lose the ball, and it was a good challenge. Okay, Coutinho now has the ball. When will he lose it? Okay, Frani now has the ball, sends it over to Stewart, and Stewart, oh, it was a shot on target, but Viviano, those are some solid hands. Casladin now has the ball again, and it was a good challenge by Sporting. Bastos now has the ball once more, sends it over to Borja. Borja sends it back to Acuna, Acuna to Battaglia. Bastos sends it up, but it has been removed from danger. Over to Arcus, over to Stewart. Stewart, they are doing the nice tiki-taka. Over to Serrano. And how was that not a foul, ref? He touched me instead of the ball. And Battaglia sends it over to Wendell. Wendell to Battaglia again. They're keeping it on the back. They're not advancing forward. Wendell, now they send it forward over to Bastos. Bastos sends it over to Borja. And that was quite a nice defense by our goalkeeper. I really need to remember my Sonial. It is quite a difficult name to remember. But Sporting, they have been passing the ball quite nicely. They sent it over to the left side, and that was quite a defense. Corner for Sporting Lisbon. And the one thing that I really do like about this mod, they actually put the... okay, Bruno Fernandes is out, Luis Felipe is in. Good hands by Mysonial. Have I said it correctly? Mysonial, yes. As I was saying, I really like the mod because they actually put the proper Portuguese ads in the game, and that is quite something to behold. Okay, ball has been cleared from danger. Over to Luis Felipe. Felipe over to Rafinha. Rosier. Luis Felipe again. Rafinha. And the ball has been removed from danger by Hatchet. Over to Vasili. Casteldin. Over to Hatchet again. Serrano now has the ball. Sends over to Casladin. Casladin does a mad dash forward. Will he be able to cross? Sends it over to Stewart. Stewart sends it back to Varane. Varane tried to score, but he was unable to. The ball has been lost. Possession is now for Sporting. We're now approaching the final minutes of the game. 6 minutes remaining. Will this be the very first game as my managerial career? Will it be a loss? But it is a game against Sporting, and I don't think I would ever be able to win. We could maybe draw, but win, I don't think would ever win. Quats takes the ball out. Viviano sends the ball forward. 2 minutes of injury time. Borja now has the ball, sends it over to Bas Dost. And the game should be ending relatively quickly. Sends it over to Rafinha. Rafinha sends it out, and the game keeps on going. Acuna is out. Luis Neto is in. The referee is like, "Go, just get out." Oh, they're taking their time. Oh, they're taking the time because they know that they just need to send the ball in, and the victory is theirs. The first victory of the Portuguese League is Sporting's, and there we go. That's the end of the game. 1-0 defeat to Chaves. was quite a good game. Quite a lot of passing, quite a lot of going forwards and backs, forward and back. Chaves does not need to be ashamed of their defeat. They did really, really well. Okay, so for the first match day, we lost 1-0 against Sporting, Tondela won against Chaves 4-2, Ferenc won against Vitória Sporting Club 2-0, Marítimo and Vitória Football Club drew 0-0, Moreirense won against Portimonense 1-0, Nacional and Belenenses drew 2-2, Benfica won against Santa Clara 1-0, Porto won against Boa Vista 2-0, and Braga won against Rio Ave 1-0. So how are we in the standings? We are in 12th place. Tondela were the ones, because of the most amount of goals, they are on the top of the league. And yeah, we need to recuperate quite quickly, because we're not doing that good of a job as of yet. The next game is going to be against Porto. I don't know how good that will be as well.